Testing 1, 2, 3. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our evening ceremony. We'll be reciting in English Amitabha Sutra. Also, for all the beings here at Radha Vihara, this will be our last evening ceremony for until we come back sometime next week. Amitabha. Freezing to death, we do not scheme. Starving to death, we do not beg. Dying of poverty, we ask for nothing. We accord with conditions, but do not change. We do not change at accord with conditions. We adhere firmly to our three great principles. We renounce our lives to do the Buddha's work. We mold our destinies as our basic duty. We rectify our lives to fill the Sangha's role. In counter-specific matters, we understand the principles. Understanding the principles, we apply in the specific matters. We carry on the single pulse of the Patriarch's mind transmission. I ask myself, do I fight? I ask myself, am I greedy? I ask myself, do I seek? I ask myself, am I selfish? I ask myself, to pursue personal advantage? I ask myself, do I lie? I ask myself to eat only one meal a day? I ask myself to always wear my precept sash. These form traditions of the sagely city of 10,000 Buddhas, and no one can change them. Incense in the center now is burning. All the Dharma realm receive the fragrant oil. From afar the Sivas hold the Buddhas, all in illicit sweetness. Grim blaze auspicious cloud peering ardent searing tension the moving as all Buddhas now show their perfect body. I namo incense cloud no piaibo Bodhisattva I Mahasattva I namo incense cloud no piaibo Bodhisattva I Mahasattva I namo incense glowing, opiaibo, orisaibo, aima asaibo. Namo Sivas Lotus Pool Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sivas Lotus Pool Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sivas Lotus Pool Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The Sutra of the Buddha's teaching on Amitabha. Thus I have heard, once the Buddha Shakyamuni was staying at the Jeta Grove in Attapantika's Park Shravasti. 1,250 members of the Bhikshu Sangha had gathered there with him, all the eminent arhats known for their higher knowledge. Elder Shariputra was there with other great disciples, such as Mahamagdalena, Mahakashyapa, Mahakatadhyana, Mahakashtila, Revadashuti Bandaka, Nanda Nanda, Rahula Gavampati, Pindala Bhadovaja, Kaludayan Mahakapina, Vakulanani Ruda. The Bodhisattva Mahasattvas were also there. Dharma Prince Manjushri, Bodhisattva Ajita, Bodhisattva Gandhahastin, Bodhisattva Nidukta, and so forth, together with Shakra, chief among devas, as well as multitudes from the heavens. Just then the Buddha spoke to Elder Shariputra, saying, west of here, beyond trillions of Buddha lands, there's a land called utmost happiness. In that land at this very moment, a Buddha named Amitabha is teaching the Dharma. Shariputra, why is this land called utmost happiness? The beings of this land never suffer. They're always happy, and so this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of utmost happiness is surrounded by 7 tiers of railings, 7 layers of netting, and 7 rows of trees, all of them formed from 4 kinds of treasures. For that reason, too, this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, the pools in this land are made of the 7 treasures, and filled with water endowed with 8 fine qualities. Golden sand lines the bottom of every pool, and each is surrounded by stairways made of gold, silver, Vaidurya, crystal. Their pavilions adorned with gold, silver, Vaidurya, crystal, grand clamshells, rubies, and carnelian. Lotus flowers, the largest carriage wheels, fill these pools. The blue flowers shine with blue light. The yellow flowers shine with yellow light. The red flowers shine with red light. And the white flowers shine with white light. They're all wondrous, fragrant, and pure. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, in that Buddha land there's always celestial music playing, and the ground is paved with gold. 6 times a day, a rain of celestial mandrava flowers falls. Early in the morning, beings of this land gather the wondrous flowers in the folds of their robes, and make offerings to trillions of Buddhas in other lands. At mealtime, they return, eat their meal, and walk in meditation. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, there are also many colorful and wondrous birds in that land. White cranes, peacocks, parrots, egrets, kalavinkas, and birds with 2 heads. 6 times a day these birds sing in elegant harmony. They proclaim the teachings, such as the 5 spiritual faculties, the 5 strengths, the 7 factors of awakening, the Noble Eightfold Path. When the beings of this land hear these birds sing, they grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, do not say that these birds have been born to do their misdeeds. And why? In that land the three paths of misery do not exist. Even the names of these paths are unknown there. Rather, Buddha Amitabha creates these birds by transformation, so Dharma can be widely heard. Shariputra, in that Buddha land a gentle breeze blows and rows of jewel trees and jewel nets, making wondrous sounds. It is as if hundreds of thousands of musical instruments were played in harmony. All those who hear these sounds naturally grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, this Buddha land is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, why is the Buddha named Amitabha? The Buddha's boundless light shines on all lands throughout the 10 directions. Nothing can obstruct it. That is why he is called Amitabha. Shariputra, the Buddha's life and the lives of the beings in his land last through infinitely many asamkhya kalpas. That is why this Buddha is also called Amitayas. 10 great kalpas have already gone by since he became a Buddha. Shariputra, among the disciples of this Buddha, there are infinitely many hearers of the teaching. All the Marhats, their numbers are beyond counting. The Bodhisattvas assembly are also uncountable. Shariputra, the Buddha land is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, beings who are born in a land of utmost happiness, will never retreat on the path of awakening. Many will become Buddhas in their next life. Their numbers are beyond counting. One can only speak of them as limitless, boundless, and incalculable. Shariputra, beings who hear this should vow to be born there, and join with these good people. Shariputra, beings with few blessings, virtues, and roots of goodness, cannot be born there. Therefore, Shariputra, good men and women who hear about Buddha Amitabha should always hold his name with no other thoughts. By doing this for 1 day, 2 days, 3 or 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, as long as 7 days, when they approach the end of their lives, Buddha Amitabha will appear in front of them, together with his gathering of sages. When their lives come to an end, these people's minds will be clear, and they will be born in Buddha Amitabha's land of utmost happiness. Shariputra, because I've seen these good results, I want you to know about them. Oh, hear what I said should make a vow to be born in that land. Shariputra, just now praising concealable merit and virtue of Buddha Amitabha. In the world's least there Buddha Kshobhya, Buddha Sumeru banner, Buddha great Sumeru, Buddha Sumeru's light, Buddha wondrous voice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges. Each of them in his own land shows the hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As he speaks these truthful words, all you living beings should believe in this sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the south, there Buddha light of the sun and moon, Buddha light of renown, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha lamp of Sumeru, Buddha limitless vigor, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As he speaks these truthful words, all living beings should believe in this sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the west, there are Buddha limitless lifespan, Buddha limitless hallmarks, Buddha infinite banner, Buddha great light, Buddha great brilliance, Buddha treasured hallmarks, Buddha light of purity, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges. Each of them in his own land shows the hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As he speaks these truthful words, all living beings should believe in this sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the north, there are Buddha blazing shoulders, Buddha excellent voice, Buddha invulnerable, Buddha born of the sun, Buddha nets of light, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges. Each of them in his own land shows the hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As he speaks these truthful words, all living beings should believe in this sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds below, there are Buddha lion, Buddha renown, Buddha light of renown, Buddha Dharma, Buddha Dharma banner, Buddha Dharma practice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges. Each of them in his own land shows the hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As they speak these truthful words, all living beings should believe in this sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds above, there are Buddha Brahma voice, Buddha king of constellations, superior fragrance, Buddha light and fragrance, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha body adorned with colorful jewel flowers, Buddha king of sala trees, Buddha jewel flower of virtue, Buddha revealing all meanings, and Buddha like Mount Sumeru, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges. Each of them in his own land shows the hallmark of a wide and long tongue that covers a large billion world system. As they speak these truthful words, all living beings should believe in this sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is the sutra called the protection and care of all Buddhas? Shariputra, the Buddhas will protect and keep in mind any man or woman who hears this sutra, accepts it and upholds it, who hears the names of all these Buddhas. They will never retreat on the path to unsurpassed perfect awakening. Therefore, Shariputra, all of you should believe and accept my words, what all other Buddhas teach. Shariputra, people already made a vow to be born in Buddha Amitabha's land, who are now making that vow, or who will make that vow, all are certain to never retreat on the path to unsurpassed perfect awakening, and will be born, are now being born, have already been born in that land. Therefore, Shariputra, good men and good women who have faith, should make the vow, I'll be born in that land. Shariputra, just as now praising conceivable merit and virtue of all these Buddhas, they also praise my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying Buddha Shakyamuni does what is difficult to do, especially in this Saha world and evil time of the five turbidities, the turbidity of the Kampa, the turbidity of wrong views, the turbidity of afflictions, the turbidity of living beings, and the turbidity of lifespans. Amid all these, Buddha Shakyamuni has realized unsurpassed perfect awakening, and for the sake of living beings, he explains this teaching, which beings of the world find hard to believe. Shariputra, you should know that during the evil time of the five turbidities, I have done what is hard to do. I have realized unsurpassed perfect awakening, and for all beings I have explained this teaching, which is difficult to believe. This is truly difficult. When the Buddha had finished teaching this sutra, Shariputra and the bhikshus, was the devas, humans, asuras, and others, rejoiced, believed, and accepted what they had heard. They bowed in reverence and departed. And in the sutras, Buddha's teaching on Amitabha. Namo Amitabha Yedo no Yendo Yendo Ni Yendo Amilitam Bobi Amilida Jidambab Amilindo Bijalandi Amilida Bijalando Jimili Jejena Jido Jali Zwabo Namo Amidambo Yendo no Jeno Yendo Ni Yendo Amilido Bobi Amilido Jidambobi Amilida Bijalan Amilida Bijalando Jimili Jejena Jido Jali Zwabo Namo Amidobo Yedo no Jido Dodi Yendo Amilido Bobi Amilido Jidan Bobi Amilido Bijalandi Amilido Bijalan Jemili Jejena Jido Jali Zwabo. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind, wishing now to understand. All the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Angelani is Ambo, Angelani is Ambo. Angelani is Ambo, Namo Mambo Nili Jili Noli Nando Yedo Ye, Namo Mambo Nili Jili Noli Nando Yedo Ye, Namo Mambo Nili Jili Nando Yedo Ye, Anjandola Jido Zabu, Anjandola Jido Zabu, Anjandola Jido Zabu, the Buddha Flower Garland Sutra, the great expanded teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garland Sutra, the great expanded teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garland Sutra, the great expanded teachings. Namo Buddhas of the ten direction dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the ten direction dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the ten direction dwelling for all time. Namo Yangyam Buddhim Buddha founding teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva love compassion graduating. Namo Ashtor Bodhisattva who rescued those alive and dead. Namo Anurvanananda who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the ten directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the ten directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the ten directions dwelling for all time. Namo Jangyamurim Buddha founding teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva love compassion graduating. Namo Ashtor Bodhisattva who rescued those alive and dead. Namo Anurvanananda who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the ten directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the ten directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the ten directions dwelling for all time. Namo Jangyam Buddhim Buddha founding teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva love compassion graduating. Namo Ashtor Bodhisattva who rescued those alive and dead. Namo Anurvanananda who stated all the teachings. We take refuge with the Buddha, we take refuge with the Dharma, we take refuge with the Sangha, we take Buddha honored as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honored among all the multitude. Now we take refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, we take refuge with the Dharma, we take refuge with the Sangha, we take refuge with the Buddha, honored as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honored us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honored among all the multitude. Now we take refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, we take refuge with the Dharma, we take refuge with the Sangha, we take refuge with the Buddha, honored as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honored among all the multitudes. Now we take refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Buddhist karma, the mind, body, speech, and mind, through their craving, anger, and delusion from beginning this time. Buddhists now repent of all of this. Sentient beings, karma, the mind, body, speech, and mind, through their craving, anger, and delusion from beginning this time. Sentient beings now repent of all of this. Lonely spirits, karma, the mind, body, speech, and mind, through their craving, anger, and delusion from beginning this time. Lonely spirits now repent of all of this. Countless beings I now bow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddha of my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddha of my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddha of my nature I now vow to realize. Ambalai moling doling zabu. Ambalai moling doling zabu. Ambalai moling doling zabu. Analula ni zabu. Analula ni zabu. Analula ni zabu. Ambumbuli jedoli. Dando yedo ye, amboboli yedoli, dando yedo ye, amboboli yedoli, dando yedo ye, azame ye zaduan, azame ye zaduan, azame ye zaduan. Namo zawa dando yedo alujuri, azambalai zambalai yo. Namo zawa dando yedo alujuri zambalai zambalai yo. Namo zawa dando yedo alujuri zambalai zambalai yo. Namo zulum boyen dando yedo ye. Dadano and zulu zulu balai zulum bolai zulum zabo. Namo zulum boye nando yedo ye ajerdo and zulu zulu bolai zulu zambo. Namo zulum boye nando yedo ye ajerdo and zulu zulu bolai zulu zambo. Wow 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 wow. Oh wow 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 wow. Oh wow 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 wow. Namo Dhammando Modo Namo Namo Dhammando Modo Namo Dhammando Modo Namo Mani Jodan Dagada Namo Mirli Jula Dagada Namo wonders from the Dagada Namo vast expansive from the Dagada Namo Varvam Dagada Namo Sweet Tukin Dagada Namo Lamitan Dagada Many Jodan Dagada Namo Birli Jodan Dagada Namo wonders from the Dagada Namo vast expansive from the Dagada Namo Varvam Dagada Namo Sweetukin Dagada Namo Lamin Dagada Namo Many Jodan Dagada Namo Birli Jodan Dagada Namo wonders from the Dagada Namo vast expansive from the Dagada Namo Varvam Dagada Namo Sweetukin Dagada Namo Lamin Dagada May these mantras blessed and purest Dharma given to all Buddhas many as the Ganges sent. May they be content renouncing all degreessively leaving darkness born in the pure land, taking refuge when the three angels bringing forth the Bodhi mind, ultimately realizing and surpassed awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbound and for all time, sharing with all Buddhist sufferings of Dharma food. May these mantra bless these gifts of Dharma food, given to all sentient beings, many as the Ganges sent. May they be content renouncing all degreessively leaving darkness born in the pure land, taking refuge with the three jewels bringing forth the Bodhi mind, ultimately realizing unsurpassed awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbound and for all them, sharing with all sentient beings offerings the Dharma food. May these mantra bless these droplets of sweet dew, given to all lonely spirits many as the Ganges sent. May they be content renouncing all degreessively leaving darkness born in the pure land, taking refuge when the three angels bringing forth the Bodhi mind, ultimately realizing unsurpassed awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbound and for all time, sharing with all lonely spirits offerings of Dharma food. To you many faithful Buddhas, we now make this offering. May this Fumbare 10 quarters soul of faithful Buddha share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to faithful Buddhists, so you realize Buddhahood. To you many sentient beings, we now make this offering. May this Fumbare 10 quarters so all sentient beings share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to sentient beings, so you realize Buddhahood. To you many lonely spirits, we now make this offering. May this Fumbare 10 quarters, all lonely spirits share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to lonely spirits, so you realize Buddhahood. I'm Liling Zambo, I'm Liling Zambo, I'm Liling Zambo, Anjayanan Zambo, Vandalayong, Anjayanan Zambo, Vandalayong, Anjayanan Zambo, Vandalayong. The Heart of Prajna Paramita Sutra. When Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was practicing the profound Prajna Paramita, he eliminated the 5 skandhas and saw they're all empty, and he crossed beyond all suffering and difficulty. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form itself is emptiness. Emptiness itself is form. So too are feeling, cognition, formation, and consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are empty of characteristics. They are not produced, not destroyed, not defiled, not pure. They neither increase nor diminish. Therefore in emptiness there is no form, feeling, cognition, formation, or consciousness. No eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, or mind. No sight, sound, smells, taste, objects of touch, or dharmas. No feeling of the eyes, optically, no feel of mind, consciousness. And no ignorance or ending of ignorance, optically, no old age and death, or ending of old age and death. There is no suffering, no accumulating, no extinction, and no way, and no understanding and no attaining, because nothing is attained. The Bodhisattva, through lands on Prajna Paramita, is unappealing in his mind. Because there is no impediment, he is not afraid. He leaves his stored dream, thinking far behind. Ultimately, nirvana. All Buddhas of the 3 periods of time attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi through lands on Prajna Paramita. Therefore know that Prajna Paramita is a great spiritual mantra, a great bright mantra, supreme mantra, an unequal mantra. It can move all suffering, it is genuine, not false. That is why the mantra Prajna Paramita was spoken, recited like this: Gade Gade Baragade Barasam Gade Bodhisvaha. And in the heart of Prajna Paramita Sutra. Namo Amidambo Yedo Donjendo Yedo Niyendo Amilido Bobi Amilido Chiram Bobi Amilido Bijalan Di Amilido Bijalan Chemili Jejeno Jido Jali Zambu Namo Amidambo Yedo Donjendo Yedo Niyan Amilido Bobi Amilido Jiram Bobi Amilido Bijalan Di Amilido Bijalan Chemili Jejeno Jido Jali Zambu Namo Amido Boyedo Dojedo Yedo Niyan Amilido Bobi Amilido Jiram Bobi Amilido Bijalan Di Amilido Bijalan Do Jemili Jejeno Jido Jali Zambu. May all the four kinds of beings reach the jewel land, and the beings of all three realms be born from lotus blooms. May all the myriad ghosts ascend into threefold worthiness, and the countless angel ones ascend to 10 grounds. Amitabha's body is the color of gold, the splendor of his hallmarks has no peer. The light of his brow shines round 100 worlds. Wide as the seas are his eyes, pure and clear, shining in his brilliance by transformation. Our countless bodhisattvas and infinite Buddhas, his 48 vows will be our liberation. In 9 lotus ages we reach the farthest shore. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Namo 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 Amido. Amitabha, 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 Three bows to the Buddha. Bow in respect to the Venerable Master. That concludes our evening ceremony. Hope you can join us tomorrow for another day of practice. Same Dharma time, same Dharma channel. I wish everyone a good rest of the day. Amitabha. Also, Rabbi Shur will be lecturing on the CTTP Live YouTube channel, the 10 Transferences chapter. So welcome to listen in on the CTTP Live YouTube channel. Okay, Amitabha.